Yo, one sec. Let's go here. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Final day. Unbelievable. It has been... Effectively, it has been 3 months, I think, since we did the playtest showcase of set 16. Wait, when did I actually release that first impression video? That usually gives me a good reference how much time has passed. Let's see, first impression video. I got 1 video less than I wanted to on the main channel. I'm aiming for like 5 to 6 videos per set. I've only managed to do 4. I need to do better for next set. November 16. So that was December 16, January, February. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid. November 16 was first impression video. Darius Freyord is goated since Freyord spot gives a ton of HP. Oh yeah, it does. That's actually true. You get HP from the item, from the trade. Yeah, makes sense that it's actually kind of good on him. Should be easier to play next patch with the Darius unlocked being a lot easier. You should not expect me to stream during the break. Will I potentially show up once or twice to test something on a technical side? Yeah, sure, but do not expect any schedule. Do not expect me streaming other games or TFT. But you can expect me to return at the end of March. Draven, Sejuani, Darius, reroll. 2 quicks with Ash. Quick Striker, Defender, Freyord. Yeah, I can see that one working. I can see it. Sounds like a plan. It's probably a better plan next patch, but it's definitely playable this patch as well. Hello, Keen. It's a streaming break. It's a touch grass type of break. This is normal. This happens every TFT set. It's like pretty much like I grind really hard and then I chill for a month. I mean, honestly, for me, it's actually less than a month break because there's still the playtest to consider. But yeah, for me, it's like 3 to 4. Like it's probably not even 4 weeks break for me. you know, oh yeah, did you see that Mordog tweet? I laughed. Like, but where did he see that meme though? Like, I'm actually more curious about the reference on the discussion of the meme because that meme was actually from me. In case you haven't seen that one, like Mort made it. Like, I made a meme. I think it was when Tome of Trades was removed. I made a meme about like how like it was the. I forgot the name. Regular show, the meme with the graveyard or the gravestones. A bunch of pros started commenting on it. Yep, no, but like I initially posted that meme on my YouTube. So somebody must have reposted it recently. But where? I looked for it on Reddit and I couldn't find. Oh, maybe it was probably somebody else on Twitter, right? Probably somebody on Twitter. I don't know. I would love to know who reposted the meme. Would you give the comp a chance? I don't know. It's like for today, there's like a custom lobby with viewers planned to do 3 darkened areas. But nothing else is really planned. I think one problem 3 darkened areas has is that it's possible for him to heal more than he has max HP, and I'm pretty confident Darken only count, like Darken doesn't count over here. Pretty sure about that. But yeah, I'll play like 1-2 games solo till we have enough viewers, and then we'll probably do custom lobby for the rest of the stream. That's the plan. I'm still curious about that Twitter post though. See if I can find it. No idea. No idea who posted that. Like he reposted it himself, but he didn't make a reference to the initial Discord. Like the thing is, like I don't follow any Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter account anymore. So discussions like these are completely like discussions like these completely go past me. I'll drop the source when I find it. Okay, thanks.
We did kind of want to remove a little bit of those, I'll call them Leduc shenanigans.
I mean, I have nothing to do right now, so I can try looking for it myself. The original post was deleted? Oh no, why would you do that? First he steals my meme and then he doesn't take responsibility. Yeah, I saw the Twitch thing. For set 17, I'll have a merge chat. But I can, I checked it today. You can do it in StreamerBot. I was too lazy to set it up for the final day. But there will be merge chat starting in set 17. Because, yeah, the policies are very clear now. You are allowed to merge chat from now on. Saxo was the poster. So much fun stuff has been removed from TFT was the opening line. Okay. Let's see, Saxo. But why would you remove it? Why would you remove it? Ex-TFT superstar.
Your move, Leduc.
Oh yeah, the post was deleted by the author. But wasn't it just a tiny post though?
Oh my god, that was pain.
Interesting. Ah well, it's nothing too important. I just, it was gaining a lot of negative traction. Oh, you mean a bunch of white knights came and said, "Oh, the game is perfect." Dan, thanks for the prime. We will miss you very much during the break, but it's a deserved break. Enjoy the grass. Thank you. It's, I mean, it's pretty much like 4 weeks, right? No, so the meme was from me. You can find it. The meme was the original meme was on my main YouTube channel like 1.5 years ago when Tome of Trades was removed. And you know what's funny? What's really funny about that meme is when I made that meme, Zephyr was not removed yet, but I included it because it was dead to me. And since then, Zephyr has been removed. So it actually aged really well. I was just like, why is Mortdog posting an old meme from me? And I was like, there's no way that Mort was like checking my old YouTube post, so it must have been somebody else. Wait, I can find it. Tome, let's see this. I can't find it here. I mean, I don't post that much on my main channel. Where is it? It was. It's been a while. Like it's a pretty old one. Here it is. Here it is. Found it. Copy link. Here. So this was the original post from me. Do we have like an exact date when I posted that? It just says 1 year ago, but I think it's longer than that. It's like 1.5 years at least. Is there a way to see the exact date? I don't think so. But the person who posted it must have remembered it. Or saved the meme back then. But you know, I didn't actually like that Mort post because effectively the way I read it is like we're changing things for the sake of changing things, and I don't agree with that. Because some things are okay to stay if they're fun. It's like they're forcing themselves to reinvent the wheel, and as a consequence they often make the game worse.
Find me greater foes.
Upgraded frontline. I mean, I don't really care what's gonna get buffed or nerfed next patch. This is my final day of TFT for this set, so after today I won't touch this game until set 17. So I really don't care what's coming. I'm not very enthusiastic about the changes. The only thing I like is that Darius is easier. That's the only thing I like. Darius is now easier to unlock. I'm gonna watch the Pokemon thing after the stream. Then they might announce the new game, right?
The bigger they are, the harder I hit them.
Ooh, cooking pot. Do we want to do something with cooking pot? What do we have? Invoker, Jugger, Defender. I mean, technically there is the... wait, let's see what the rest is first, but it's probably cooking pot. Okay, who did we buff and why is the question. I mean, I feel like it's Invoker. It's probably something like we Invoker here. We unlock Oriana to get the Invoker.
I'll let my hands do the talking.
And then we go from there. I wanna try the I wanna try the Seraph thing. That one's still on my to-do list. But that's not really gonna be using the cooking pot as much.
Steady.
How has the class system improved anything? I don't know. For me, it hasn't. I liked the previous system more. I don't like the archetype system. Because like I like stuff like Powder Frontline is among my favorite strategies.
Do not
And we actually have interesting. We have,
Did you say something for amigo?
you know, like 4 Invoker here. No, I'm not gonna bother with the unlock changes. And like for most unlock changes, they're not actually making the game more interesting. They're just level gating stuff. Yeah, we will do a viewer game later. I'll just play a few, like 2-3 ranked games, and then rest of the stream will be a custom game. Where we're gonna try the Triple Dark and Darius.
Today's the day I find that hero.
Okay, so yeah, currently game plan is, I mean, I would like, maybe I should just do this so we can start buffing Vi. Elena, thank you for the prime. But keep in mind, I will be taking a 4-week break now, so it might not be the best time to give me your money. Yeah, so dream would be to get an Arcanist emblem and find a Seraph. That would be the dream. Could use an adaptive, so let's work on that. YouTube for 1 month? Yep. I will be touching grass for a month. Well, for 3 weeks. But for you guys, it would be for 1 month. Probably tier, even though the BF is a 3 cost, I'd rather have the tier.
Did you say something for amigo?
Okay. I mean, I could pick up Leona and
I will protect you.
try to go invoke Aurelion, but I would really prefer the Seraph. I feel like Seraph is visually a little bit more interesting. Do people in Germany get a lot of paid leave? Yeah, we have pretty good labor laws overall. I mean, they don't apply to me because I'm a freelancer, but... Hello, Dengi. Hello, Huera. Yeah, guys, secretly I'm a World of Warcraft addict and I just need time to grind midnight. Nyah, nyah, nyah. Honestly, if I was grinding midnight, I would probably just stream it. Oh yeah, I saw like a Necrit video where he was like, I admire Necrit's ability to make a long video with a sponsor about a topic that could literally be 20 seconds.
Sorry, Your Majesty.
Like he has such a big talent for making a 10-minute video out of a 30-second subject. But yeah, it was like, Necrit made an interesting video though about that the art style for the Riot MMO might very likely be the Arcane art style. Which would actually make a lot of sense, because like that is very recognizable and unique. Things Riot very much likes. Okay, encounter was 2-star 1 cost. Opener so far is fine. Not getting the biggest cooking pot value, but that's also not my priority this game. Could do Visage here, just have more front. EF can be a Gunblade. Yeah, it's Visage Gunblade for sure. Yeah. So for now you can take a Gunblade because you like a pair. There's a decent chance we can still find Mr. Milio 2-star. So from now we probably want like an Adaptive and an Arcanist emblem, but the main goal is to just rush levels and hopefully find Azir as soon as possible. It's the goal to win. Well, my dream would be to have an Invoker Arcanist Xerath. Is there anything you've missed or haven't done in this set? Oh, plenty. I don't think I've ever gotten Mittens, Horizon, and Silvermare on Singed, for example. Seraphine, pretty good here. Take it. More mana region.
I will protect you.
The wacky goal. I mean, Arcanist Invoker Xerath is hard enough. I could have tried Aurelion, but every time I try to do Aurelion, it's too annoying to do Azir. So I'd rather focus on the Azir. So it would be like Stoneplate Visage Nasus with Archangel, Invoker, Arcanist, Xerath. If I don't get the Arcanist emblem, I just give him a second Archangel or whatever. Ooh, Construct a Companion, early T-Hex with Bard. Not bad, not bad. bit much for me to handle. Especially the Caitlyn 3-star with Ginzo IE is scaling very nicely. We got most. I mean, I could buy Ambassador, check if there's Ambassador on a carousel, take it, then roll on 6 for early Mel. That's also potential, and then do Invoker Mel, but let's see. Watch him get Mining Drill. Let's see. He's missing Seraphine. And he didn't unlock T-Hex until now. He was a bit late. Now this guy has Leona too. The moment I have like Milio 2, I think I'm gonna be chillin'. Talisman. Ouch. Oh, it's Talisman with Ascension. He has 160% damage amp. H. That's a bit much. Okay, there's no Ambassador here, so I think the Mel Dream is dead, but I see Milio 2-star. Could also take the Tarek to go Aurelian to stabilize, but yeah, okay, it's Milio. That's fine. It is fine. Ta-tu-ta-ta.
Let's go, amigo.
Okay. A little bit broke. Level 6, 46 gold. That is... it's a little bit bad in terms of money. Somebody's low HP. Oh, he was a guy. Like, this guy wants to Aurelian, no? No. I'm not sure what this guy wants to do. I mean, Cooking Pot was so awesome in set 15 with Shadow Clone. I really liked that combo. That was a lot of fun. Cooking Pot, Shadow Clone.
I am everywhere. I am everywhere.
Yeah, Milia 2 is crushing it. So we should be able to stabilize.
I am
Early Liz. Did you ever do the set 11 rerun? I don't understand the question. I mean, I didn't like set 11 that much. It had one of my least favorite set mechanics with encounters. There was a few decent legendaries, you know, Aurelia and Hui specifically were pretty interesting. I liked Story Weaver as a trait, but the set mechanic just really ruined the set for me. Encounters were horrible. Revival is 4-5, not 11. I mean, I've played the 4-5 Revival 1 year ago, made a bunch of content about it, but I don't need to do that again. I did some interesting stuff, like getting Katarina 4-star and Darius 4-star, which was pretty difficult and not worth it, but still funny. No. In an imaginary tier list, would set 16 be in the middle, closer to bottom, or top? By imaginary, I mean. Every tier list is imaginary. Where would set 16 rank? I don't know, like 4.5 out of 10, so slightly below middle, maybe. Like, the set did have a lot of issues. Problem is, I want to keep the tier for an adaptive or for an archangel, so this would have to be steadfast. How old am I? 34. Dude, that gunblade is crushing it. How much did it heal in that fight? 2k. Any Dooku maybe? Got a portable. Portable and invoker. Eternal Pact. There is something you can do with fish bones. No Reforger. Like in concept, Eternal Pact and Invoker is fun, but it would mean like Vi has to die, right? Because she's like the highest HP unit, I think. No, it's still Jarvan, right? Okay.
Brace yourself.
Watch out for us.
Don't have enough gold to push. See, is there any way we can cheese it? Like, the best way to cheese it is with Annie in this spot. We can try Invoker Annie if we want. But that's not very good. Yeah, my entire team died before my main tank. Thanks for that. Whatever, let's just risk it and see what we get. Maybe lucky. Swain, Invoker Swain with Prot. Wow, it's better than Leona at least.
All your life has led to this moment.
I bend knee to no king.
I don't know.
Shine once more before the end.
Game seems a bit cooked at the moment. Nah, the YouTube algorithm doesn't give a shit if I stop uploading. This has not been my first break. Listen, it's very simple, okay? Upload quality content and you won't get punished. Wow, it's so difficult. I don't know, this game seems cooked.
I am Iceborn.
I want to play this out. It was only interesting if there was an early Azir, but Eternal Pact is useless, and this game would have been just a really annoying uphill battle. When do you get bored in a set? 2 months in. Pretty much always. So after 2 months, every TFT set has overstayed its welcome. Yeah, I mean, revivals are weird because, I mean, the set 10 revival was fun, but there's always the problem that viewers, like, revival content tends to do pretty badly on YouTube, at least compared to the main set. You can squeeze out like 2 weeks of revival content towards the very end if you don't want to play the live set anyway. But you can't exactly do like 6 weeks of revival content. It usually isn't worth it in terms of viewers. New set info should be out March 29th, yes. But PBE is gonna be 2 days later or 3 days later. Yeah, I mean, for me, the revival would have been a million times more interesting if it was a proper classic revival, you know, with the old systems, the old items. I would have, like, this would have been 10 million times more interesting to me. A lot of these revivals are... The only exception was set 10 because the base mechanics of set 10 were horrible. Artifacts on set 10 were almost worse than what we currently have. Like, artifacts in set 10 were truly awful. So the set 10 revival was actually fairly interesting with modern mechanics. But yeah, like, if you revive a set 9, like, who cares? Set 9 with modern mechanics, I don't know, man. I wouldn't care for it that much. I mean, the reason why Vanguard had 800 armor is because Last Whisper reduced armor by 70%. Like, context is important. I mean, like, I'm a purist in that regard, right? Like, so, for example, people said we want World of Warcraft Classic, and they're like, we want no changes because playing vanilla World of Warcraft, but everything is modernized like retail, that's awful. That's so awful. Like, nobody wants that, right? And this is what the revivals are for me. Like, for me, it would be like, hey, I want to revisit this time. I don't want a vanilla World of Warcraft with retail mechanics. That sounds horrible. You're overrating how good Vanguards were. Even the full armor Vanguards weren't that good. Nah, I'm not gonna... Like, today is the last day. I mean, I can try one game of Chonk, maybe, but... But usually with live service games, they don't exactly save the code base. It was a huge undertaking for Blizzard to do vanilla World of Warcraft because they didn't have any of the code anymore. And I think it's the same for TFT. They just override what they have, so chances are that it would probably be a crazy amount of effort to remake TFT the way it used to be. Nah, I mean, the most broken thing for Chonk is to open with Azir. It's a guaranteed for Shurima. I mean, old scale, like RuneScape, they had a community vote system on what to add, which was pretty unique as well. And even then, like, hearing the stories of old school RuneScape was pretty funny, yeah. But I think with WoW it wasn't that different. Like, they had they had an older version of World of Warcraft, like on an old PC as well, and then they used that one as a base.
Those who find Ishtal do not live to speak of it.
Yeah. Happy birthday in advance, Denki. You'll probably be asleep in 2 hours.
Those who find Ishtal
But it begins over the dupe. Could be an Aphelios game, maybe. Let's see. Spreading roots cluttered. That is not very promising. We can do Epoch into Aphelios Bard, but it's not exactly a tuber. So, not sure.
Do the talking.
Not sure what this is at the moment. Lux Medic with Radiant Gunblade heals more than Darius. It's very optimistic. I don't even think Gunblade works with Darken though. I'd have to test it, but I don't even think Gunblade works. I think it's only self-healing. Like somebody else having Gunblade and healing the 3 Darken, I believe that one works, but... What are you, game? What are you? How are you gonna be a tuber? I had Worth the Wait, Prismatic Vi. What could I have played except for T-Hex? I mean, there's a Bard of Helios Vi Nico reroll comp you could have played if you wanted to. Oh, well, we're not winning that. Viego 2-star with a BT and solo leveling. What's the plan? Well, after this game, we'll do a shout out for a viewer game. And we're gonna try to get a 3 Darkened Areas game going with the viewers.
the waves will drag you down.
That's the
unless
plan,
you
more or
fight
less.
to shore.
Yeah, I mean, the pilot for the TX doesn't matter as much anymore. Most of the time you want to have your strong units on the board and not in the T-Hex. Is Chunk on the menu today? Man, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, people have come to the conclusion that the Freyr towers and the Azir soldiers are the best pilot. That is pretty darn funny. Does it bother you how people pronounce epoch? Dude, I couldn't care less about how people pronounce things. I'm the #1 person of pronounce stuff however you want. I don't care. People who care about grammar and pronunciation too much. I don't know, man. It just doesn't matter at all. Early Draven, interesting.
Oh, Zion! You escaped too?
Hmm.
It's me.
Well, the 3 darkened areas might actually responsible for it to happen here. Obviously, it's not easy for me to get triple darken, but we have a few chances. What was the encounter? No encounter. Let's see. Obviously, darken augment would be appreciated. Then it's just a rush for Ornn. I mean, weirdly enough, there's actually a way for us to force 3 darken in a viewer game. Oh, that's a Draven 2-star.
Differently, Silent.
So the way you force the darkened areas is that everybody just plays 1 unit, you rush levels, I buy all the Orns, and people buy all the other legendaries. I get Ornn 3-star, and then I sell them. And Ornn 3-star gives me... Like, 1 3-star is a really high chance of giving you enough artifacts. That you get 3 darken. You get like 15 artifacts or something from 1 3-star. And those artifacts can be darken, obviously. So yeah, on 3-star is sadly the easiest way. I mean, the alternative would be we just play Chonk until I get an Ornn opener. There would be another way of playing it, but yeah, I'll have to think about it. I mean, yeah, I could also just play Chonk, hope for the Ornn opener, and have Ornn print me 1 or 2 darken items. Nah, the darken items, they kind of act like an emblem, so you can't do more than 1. Okay, half of BT, half of Titans, plus a tier for Swain. I don't want to slam the plot vow. I mean, getting 3 Dark and Darius 3 in a custom game, that's gonna take like 1 or 2 attempts if you force it. Getting it in a ranked game, yeah, that's a 1 in a million. Okay, we should have Darius next round. Nah, this is a ranked game. We're not doing custom games yet. Do we have content planned for the time off? Nope. Once the final games on YouTube are uploaded, that's it. And it's break time. Whoa, are you telling me a Draven 2 with Genzo couldn't kill a single unit there? That's wild. Nice Ori, I guess. Oh, prismatics, man. Prismatics. Wonder my Darius here.
Our destiny still awaits us, Alawi.
What country am I from? From Germany. Good night, Nerdvirus. Good night. Maybe at the end of said things left on your wish list you could force. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't need to force my viewers to build triple Nashor's Tooth Baron though.
They will regret opposing me.
Thank you, Avocado. There is an Easter egg for unlocking every champion. People have done it in Talkers. The Easter egg is that every unit in your shop becomes 3-star. But it's only doable in Talkers. Old man, thanks for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Gold prismatic. That actually means silver in 4-2 might happen. That's not good. We need a bow. If we don't get bow, then cloak.
Noxus will rise.
Okay. Making some progress.
Think
guard.
Did I study science? No. I studied psychology for a little bit, but I quickly realized that I don't like university. I don't like the, you know, you'd be surprised, I don't like the theoretical part much. Like, I'm kind of more of a, let's try things, you know, like, let's throw things at the wall and see what sticks, you know. I'm usually that type of person. Just like, let's just see what happens. So I do have a natural curiosity, you can say that, but I don't like the theoretical aspect. How many outfits do we have? We have the base outfit, we have Gwen Shadow Isles, we have Pirate Bilgewater, we have Yordle, we have Echo, which was supposed to be Zorn, but I ended up using him for Piltover a lot. This was Azir Shurima, this was Kassadin Void, this was Noxus Darius, and Ishtal. I think I ended up using Noxus the most. Yes, we will. I'm gonna be aiming for like 8 outfits or so for the next sets. That's the plan. We'll see. I'll try to go 8 first and see if we can find the Ornn on 8. It's gonna make the Darius 3 a bit harder, but at least it increases the chances for Ornn. I use Yordle as a... yeah, I used Yordle a lot. Because I don't play the trait as much, and people really like Yordle Duck. It's a BT. Declaw, Kraken, probably Kraken.
Kneel before me.
Keep faith in yourself.
Any chance for
Carve a path.
Ornn?
Darius, you are a butcher, not a general. Witness the strength of Noxus.
Well, it's a nice amount of Darius on 8.
You remind me of all those reckoners no one remembers.
We somehow managed to find 8 Darius, so that's cool. But no Ornn. No Ornn in sight. Blessing would have been fine, but... yeah, Blessing would have been the best one from those that I had. But yeah, I think it's safe to say we're not reaching.
Not Draven, Draven.
Yeah, we're not reaching anything
Your
here.
move, Leduc.
That is disappointing. No Ornn. Go next angle. It might be custom lobby time angle. Might be custom time.
We did kind of want to remove a little bit of those, I'll call them Leduc shenanigans.
Okay, let's see. Normal game. Okay, I'm gonna need... this is EU West live server, so I'm gonna need your...
I think I'm done here.
name and the hashtag. And then I can invite you. EU West Live server. That didn't work. Are you NA or PBE? Or did you mistype? I mean, I could do NA as well, but I don't know if we have more EU West. Technically, we can also go on PBE if we have enough people for PBE. That one didn't work. Okay, we need like 2 more people on EU West. Why is this the final stream? Because I'm gonna be taking a break. Keep in mind we are EU West. I'm assuming based on this hashtag you are NA. You just need a EU West account. If you don't need the people to be doing much, I mean, I might need them present to reset until we got a good opener, but after that, you don't need everybody present. Am I gonna bully viewers? That's not the plan, no. Okay. Okay, let's try. I kind of need an opener. So the way this is gonna work is we're gonna play until the first augment, and I need an opener that helps me with Darken in some which means like there's like Living Forge, Forged in Strength, Unsealed from Steel, Portable Forge, Zahen augment is also useful for me. So I just need like one of those. If I get one of those, we continue, and if I don't get one of those, we actually like everybody just Alt F4. And if everybody quits, it's gonna invalidate the game, and we can immediately queue up again. Yeah, if you get Zahen in your selection, you should roll past it immediately. And then it's like, if some people are AFK or whatever, it's not a big deal. But I will need, like, once I have the setup, we actually need somebody to have, like, a proper board. So, like, I'm okay with people playing, like, metacomps and stuff. I don't mind that. Because, like, if I end up having a Darius 3-star against, against 6 unupgraded units, that doesn't make for a good tuber. So yeah, somebody can like play Aphelios Bard Bruiser, somebody can do Ionia, you know, like you can just play metacomps for all I care. Zillion encounter doesn't matter here.
Fruit flies like banana.
I mean, in theory, you could reset for better. Like for example, like Golden Gala would be a good one, or Prismatic Start can be a decent one, but I'm not gonna bother to reset for a good encounter at the moment. So yeah, so in short, it's just like play until the augment selection, and if the augment selection is completely ditched, then we reset. I just need one augment that helps me with getting
Too tall.
3 Darken.
Much too tall. Bow your head or lose it.
I'm calling it first try will be perfect. It's rather optimistic. 3 Darken has been incredibly difficult to get.
Those who find Ishtal do not live to speak of it.
Yeah, I mean, we can also just play for on 3. Maybe you should just do that. I just play for on 3-star. The issue is getting Darius 3 and on 3 is a bit of a pain, but
Those who find Ishtal do not live to
I can
speak
try. Pandora can help. Yeah, I guess we'll play it for now. So let's see. This is BT. This is half of Titans. The way we can play this is okay. So plan is the plan. I get Darius 3, go level 10, and buy Ornn 3. Your job, thin out other legendaries. So yeah, I'll just be aiming for Ornn 3 then. Thinning out 3 costs. They can if they want to. Shouldn't they let me win for eco? Yeah, I guess we can do it like that. I mean, the problem is if they play no units, then Draven Adoration is gonna take too long. But yeah, if I want to go for Ornn 3, I might need an easier time at winning. Okay, I guess for play only 1 unit for now. I have solo leveling. That's technically 1 unit. That is technically 1 unit. It's fine. It's fine. You're fucked with Cluttered Mind. You were screwed the moment you queued in a custom lobby. Rip my bad Ishtal plan. It's all good. I'll need Raven in the carousel, otherwise I would probably just take a Chain Vest. But I probably have first pick anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You're everything I despise, Viego. A monster and a disappointment.
We have Prismatic Final. That could be Growth Mindset, for example. That could help with getting to 10. I mean, the moment I have Draven, people can play more units again. I don't mind. I just like once I have Draven, I actually want people to be playing multiple units so I can get more iteration sticks. Is that Draven here? No. Okay. Let's do Chain Vest. Would this be easy and double up? You wanna try to double up? Wait, I don't think you can send artifacts, can you? The only thing where double up would be easier is that you can send me Orns. Random artifact on stage 4. I don't think that's gonna be worth it. I don't think that's gonna be worth it. Okay, let's see. Bad Ishtar. Okay. I mean, the odds of random artifact are just not good enough. Your partner can unlock Darius and copies over to you. Yeah. Might be doable. There's always the issue of my partner also has to like win to survive with double up. Custom double up. Yes, I mean, I guess that's possible now. I mean, yeah, you might be right. A custom double up might be better than a custom game. We can try this once, and if it doesn't work, we can try custom double up instead.
Oh my gosh, Kiana! You're so short in person!
Yeah, custom double up is fairly new. It's, I think set 15 is when they added it. Might be a good idea to do this in a custom double up. But yeah, let's play it for now and then let's see where this game takes us first. We know it's Prismatic Final, so yeah, it's probably just growth mindset. I mean, I could have played a stronger board as well. That's fine. Thing is, like, I've learned not to shit on the people who are taking time to help out, you know. Ah, it's silver. Siva unfortunately is can use team building, so you have like 2 copies of Darius for later. Hmm. See what can we take on the prismatic side to help us get Ornn 3 from this position.
Those who find themselves do not live to speak of it.
I'll let my hands do the talking.
I mean, call to the chance, like I'd rather go growth mindset than call to chaos XP, but this one being bin out could have been helpful. No econ augment fields doomed. I mean, it's a custom lobby though, so different rules apply in custom lobbies. Although, I guess overall people are playing a lot of units, which is accelerating the pace of the game. So usually when I test with myself, I mean, I make it like everybody has like 1 unit on the board to minimize damage taken and to maximize gold. We don't exactly have that here. Where are they pinging? Oh, because he found Ornn. Wrong legendary, yeah. But to be fair, we kind of need Ornn 3, not Ornn 1. I should probably play less units. I need to minimize damage taken as well. Next set is official release is middle of April. PBE is the beginning of April. And info release is March 29th, most likely, yeah. Okay.
Hey Vi, wrote you a fight song. Bet you love it.
Should keep the Slayers for potential Aatrox unlock. I'm going to bed, good night. See you in a month. Bye bye. Have a good one. I mean, I could technically also do this in Talkers to see it in like, but Talkers doesn't have that. Well, it would only be for a few fights in Talkers.
Disappeared.
I mean, we can also... There's also like to do this in Chonk. And check if we can open with Ornn. That would be one way to play it. Just play Chonk and open Ornn. But the odds aren't that great to open. Like, if every... Like, first of all, it would have to be a legendary opener. And then specifically, it would have to be Ornn. The odds are pretty brutal. Would take a lot of resets to get Ornn as the starting legendary. No, I don't think I've done that. Like, I wanted, like, there was the idea of doing Dawncore Darius, but... Or Demacia Darius, but I haven't gotten around to do it. But it could be fun to do Dawncore. Okay, combat.
Not Draven. Drave.
Yeah, what now? What now? We can pop the egg and technically we have some reforgers, but there's like no darken items yet. Can probably do Aatrox for now. I mean, will I last 11? I mean, I can just tell the viewers to weaken their board to make sure I cash out the egg. Well, if I get Ornn 3, I will have 3 Darken, but right now, the Ornn 3 is not a guarantee. But yeah, I probably will need weaker boards from my from the viewers. Because right now I can't actually win my fights. And I can't spend money, so... Yeah, I'm gonna need people to have weaker boards than this. I mean, Golden Egg can also be a bunch of gold, which helps me to get to 10. How much time do we have left? The goal of this game right now is to get on 3-star. Once I have Ornn 3-star, my next goal is to get Darius 3-star. It's a bit convoluted, but... Hey, Ornn! 1 down, 8 to go. Let's... Well, the plan is to have a Darken Scythe Darius with 3 Darken and see how much magic damage he can pull. Yeah, the problem with testing is that everything just takes forever. Especially if we have testing around legendaries and stuff, it's just like there's so much downtime. You can have like nothing to do. This is why usually I watch like a series on a second monitor when I do testing. Because it's like okay, the game plan is to go AFK for 20 minutes and then you have like 1 chance of doing that. We need the Darius before leveling up. What's the tier 3 odds? I mean, right now I don't even have Darius unlocked yet. Okay, I have him now. I mean, there's plenty of ways to do it, but... I mean, Riot said that they don't want a training mode in TFT. They will never do one. Talkers is as good of a training mode as you will ever get for TFT. Well, we have 3 Darius, so... Eat something. Yeah, but here you have the problem of... Yeah, so the thing is like, it's not like my odds on 8. Like I can barely, like I can't even find a single Darius, but the more I roll, the less likely I'm to get Ornn. This is sort of like, this is the contradiction of this, right? Level 7 3-star tier 3, while also doing a level 10 rush for a 3-star legendary. It's pretty rough to do both. It's impossible. I mean, yeah, maybe it's like, maybe the idea is that I think double up might have been the better idea. Because what you can do with double up is that you like both of you unlock Darius, but your partner rolls the Darius 3-star while you rush levels for the Ornn. So a double up is probably... I'm still gonna play this one out, but yeah, we're very likely gonna swap to double up after this one. But you can only send 1-star units, really? Oh, that's disappointing. What's the cooldown for sending 1 tier 3 unit? Is it a long cooldown? One Darius every 3 rounds.
At least the rumor of your vanity isn't overrated.
I mean, I highly doubt you can send an artifact in... No, wait! I just remember something. Didn't we abuse a bug to send artifacts in double up? I remember something. What was this last set? I kind of remember that we abused the bug on stream to send artifacts. What was that bug? It was like something where the artifact wasn't cleansed. But I think that that bug may have gotten fixed. Putting it on a unit and instantly selling it. But it was fixed. Rip. Oh yeah, I think I remember. That was a fun bug. Honestly, that bug might still work with Bilgewater specifically. There might be a way to replicate this with Bilgewater. Okay, how much time do we have left? Let's hope the golden egg gives me dupes or gold or something. It can give artifacts that I could reforge, so... maybe we get lucky. What do you got for me? Okay, okay. Okay, I would need like the lobby to thin out the... I would need the lobby to thin out the legendaries. We're actually not that bad. That's 2 dupes plus 2 orns already. We had like 4 orns at this point. The Darius 3 is still gonna be annoying, but also we're running out of time. Yeah, right now I need the lobby to thin out legendaries. We might have to do this with Darius 2-star, unfortunately, but I just don't see any other way. What's up, Dori? Okay, I'm gonna push 10 next round. Like the lobby is dying too fast, so I need to like weaken my board so I deal less player damage. Yeah, I need to hurry up, otherwise. Also, I need to like probably start losing. Is there Ornn? Okay, there's Ornn. That's like 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, it's tier 3 doesn't matter as much at the moment. I'm gonna push 10 here. I'm gonna push 10 here, sell everything except Ornn and Darius and Aatrox, and then just hope. Okay. That's 3, 4, 5 Ornns. Let's level. Cillian, it's Ornn. Aatrox doesn't matter. It's another Ornn.
My forge is my home.
Aatrox doesn't matter. It's one more Ornn. Okay, we got it, we got it. We have Ornn 3. Okay. Why doesn't he give me artifacts? What a jerk. Ornn 3 is supposed to give you like 15 artifacts. It's supposed to be on the first turn. We can also do Aegis if we want. I'm gonna have to sell Ornn after this. And you can now play like a strong board if you want. People in the lobby can now play as strong of a board as they want. I got scammed again. Oh no, okay, I didn't get scammed. Okay, this is... wait, so sell this, 1 sec. This is Von Darken. I need to hurry up. So much Aegis? Triple Aegis of Dusk. That's pretty funny. Let's see what you got for me. The triple Aegis of Dusk. Need to hurry up. There was there was a Dawn core if you want one, but much time do I have left? Oh, yeah, right. We still have the. Okay, there's 3 more here. We have Pandora's. Wow. We have not managed to get.
All your life has led to
Unbelievable how hard it is to get 3 Darken. This is the second time I'm trying to get 3 Darken with 1 3-star. And it's the second time where it hasn't worked. Keto Games. Maybe you shouldn't make 3 Darken so difficult. Oops. I mean, come on, really? I mean, we should... 1 sec. We need the dupe. We need to use up the dupes.
Never retreat.
Shouldn't be using this at the moment. I mean, Pandora might eventually roll one of them into a Darken, right? That's what we need. Could keep 1 Dawn Core maybe, but it's pretty ridiculous that with on 3-star I can't get. I have on 3-star Pandora and I cannot get. What am I tier 3 odds at the moment? Any chance of getting?
My forge is my home.
Any Darken? They're not even rolling. Some of them are not even rolling. I wonder what's happening there. It almost seems buggy to me.
The dragon nears.
Oops.
Noxus will rise.
Maybe you can only have 1 Darken item. I mean, I've gotten this before. Now 3 Darken is not an insta-win, not by a long shot. That's also the issue if we only have if we only have Darius 2-star for this. Huh. Okay, I'm 1 HP. That's not good. It's actually not rolling Darken. I wonder if Pandora can't roll it, but this is the second time this has happened to me. It feels wrong. It feels really wrong.
Noxus will rise.
I'm dead here now. Horn 3 and Pandora, and I still can't get 3 Darken. I mean, if that is not a perfect showcase of how fucked up both Artifact and the Darken trait is, then I don't know. Now I've got multiple Darkens from Ornn before. That is messed up, man. I don't know. Honestly, whatever. Like if I can't get it with Ornn 3, I don't care anymore. Like this is the second time. This is the second time I've tried to get 3 Darken with Ornn 3, and the second time it didn't work. This is messed up, Riot. Nah, I honestly, this game, the fact that I got Ornn 3 but I didn't get 3 Darken actually just made me lose interest in trying this. Sorry. I'm gonna get ready for the Pokemon stream. Okay, have fun. It's pretty messed up. And the thing is, like, I actually would still really like Darken Scythe specifically and not a random Darken item, but yeah. Yeah, I mean we can try something like Dawncore, the Marsyad areas maybe. I haven't tried those yet. Go for like maximum mana reduction areas. Also, why is Riot so insecure? Like, in set 4, when you played multiple Orns, you would get multiple artifacts. And if you had Orn 2-star, you would get an artifact easier. And they're so insecure that in this set, Orn 2-star doesn't give you a faster artifact, and playing multiple Orns doesn't generate more than one artifact. It's crazy how insecure Riot is about artifacts this set. And if anything, I feel like this set has proven that artifacts aren't the culprit. Like, you don't, like, artifacts are completely non-existent in the meta, but that doesn't mean the meta magically became better. It's a pretty horrible meta all around. I play high elo double up on last server. Me and my buddy are spamming Void Pilt over Void Noxus. Do you have any thoughts on comps we could use? No, I don't have any thoughts. Yeah, loot subscription got loot subscription had artifacts removed. The artifact starting encounter was removed.
Your move, Leduc.
I mean, listen, sir. Pros are always unhappy. It doesn't matter. Pros are gonna be unhappy about changes. Pros are gonna be unhappy about no changes. Pros are gonna be unhappy about artifacts. Pros are gonna be like, they will always find something to complain. There is no, if you are a competitive TFT player, there is no such thing as happiness. You just have to embrace being miserable from start to finish.
We did kind of want to remove a little bit of those, I'll call them Leduc shenanigans.
Now the problem is that Riot tries to cater for everyone. It's really the main issue of TFT is that by far the largest amount of players are playing ladder, right? They're playing ranked. So they try to make the people who are grinding ladder happy, but they also try to appeal to the casuals who only play like 5 games a set, and they're all like they try to appeal to every group. By appealing to everyone, the stuff that competitive wants is gonna make the casuals unhappy. Stuff the casuals want is gonna make the competitives unhappy. I don't know. It's just, this is why like something like Our Shin's Ascent was just so interesting, because it clearly was a game mode made for like the more casual side of things. It wasn't a PvP mode. And immediately Riot didn't have any problem giving you like resources and broken combos and whatnot. So the biggest issue that TFT is facing is that it tries to appeal to every single player base. And every time you remove something, like one play, like it's you always take something away, then that player base is going to be unhappy to make the other one happy. It's like a balancing act that's impossible. I mean, League, I feel like League has solved it with Aram and stuff. I think League has managed to sort of like split itself into casuals play Aram and the game modes, and the tryhards. Like, I don't think anybody who plays League for fun plays ranked. Like, everybody is like, if you're like, hey, you know, you want to play League with me, you pretty much always mean let's play Aram together, right? It never means unless it means like, hey, can you pick Yumi and support me? But it's like, in most cases, you don't play like ladder in League together. That's not fun. And TFT doesn't have this, and this is the issue. TFT does not have a game mode for the for fun side. You can argue the set revival, which is like the set revival is a little bit on the for fun side. It's definitely not made for competitors. But even there, the people are just gonna abuse. Like, even if you take something like Double Up, you're gonna have people abuse the fizz bug to auto-win fights, and then they're just gonna repeat this 500 times until they rank 1 in the Double Up ladder. So yeah, TFT needs like a mode that is more tailored towards the casual side, where they are less insecure about actually letting players, giving players tools and letting players be broken. And you can argue Chonk can, but the problem I have with Chonk is, first of all, it's really short towards the end of the set. And also, Chonk is more about like resource inflation. It's not like you magically get like a lot of artifacts or whatever in Chonk. You usually just get a lot of gold and a lot of items. I mean, making Chonk's treasure permanent, I don't know if that's a good solution. It's like having candy for lunch every day. Eventually, you're gonna get tired of it.
The heart of Piltover is its people.
I mean, Hyperworld was removed because they wanted to make space for other temporary game modes, and it's just, it didn't have enough players. It was just, the player engagement for Hyperworld was too low.
The bigger they are, the harder I hit them.
Who needs a beat down?
I much prefer this to desk duty.
I mean, they give random artifact. Even there, they're insecure. Chonk doesn't give you an anvil, they give you a random artifact. That screams insecurity.
Pick a card.
Can try aura farming. Kindred. I mean, that's a good item for Kindred, but
Protect the faithful.
oh well.
How many Jarvans must I kill?
Pengu's Party. I liked Pengu's Party the first time, but I was a little bit disappointed to see how much it just ended up being copy-pasted from the first time.
Righteous retribution.
But yeah, we'll see what the future brings. I mean, for now, I feel like two things that would be nice. Just have more augments that give you artifacts. I don't know. I feel like it's really strange that once stage 2-1 is over, your only prismatic is sweet treats to get an artifact. That's really messed up in my opinion. Like they literally removed everything, right? Like Call to Chaos just straight up doesn't have artifact cash outs anymore. So this is something I would probably address in the next set. And they need to remove some of these like filler artifacts that nobody wants. That's like a big problem. It's like stuff like Hatchet and Hydra. It's like the problem is like Riot has this tendency of making craftable items into artifacts, and that's really lame because that's not what artifacts are supposed to be. Like make, I don't know, like static shift being an artifact is so whatever. Like they just, the effects of these items is so insignificant that they have to give them like crazy amount of bonus stats to even consider the item. And I feel like that's a horrible, horrible way of approaching these. Like artifacts should all be about the bonus effect and not about the stats, but they do exactly the opposite. They make artifacts all about the stats and not about the effect at all. Like who honestly, like, it's like, when you, sometimes you have like these TikToks where they show like static shift rumble, for example, right? It's like rumble hero with static shift, and then they're like, oh my god, it's like, you know, the backline, it's melting, you know. And it's like, if the fake TikTok can't make it, like if a fake TikTok can't make the most best, absolute 100% best case scenario, if they can't make that one look interesting, because it's like if you literally see a little bit of piss damage in the backline, you're like, what? That's it? So I feel like if you reach this point, then what's the point, right? I always laugh when if the TikTok players fail to make something look interesting. I was like, why is this even in the game? At least with Hurricane at least had a nice visual about it, right? Like doing a Ginzo double Hurricane or triple Hurricane, especially on a unit like Ash with a bunch of bonus arrows. That part at least looked like fun. You know what they need to do with like Aegis of Dusk and Dawn? They just need to make it into one item. Like let's say you only do Aegis of Dawn, but you make a quest into the item of after stealing X amount of armor, you receive an Aegis of Dusk. And then people can like chase it. You can do something like that maybe. Yeah, and also like we desperately need the old Hurricane back as an artifact. That one hurt. Losing Hurricane definitely hurt. It's funny, we ended the set the way we started it, bitching about artifacts. But you know one of the reasons why I actually keep this topic relevant? It's because I don't want Riot to get away with it. It's actually one of the reasons why I keep talking about it. Because I feel like I've accepted a lot of things that they removed, but they clearly have crossed the line of what's good. And if I'm not vocal about it, like I need to be a pain in the ass to Riot and constantly remind them that they fucked this one up and they need to fix it. Because if I stay silent and pretend I'm happy about the state of things, the state of items and stuff, then they're not gonna do anything about it. So it needs to be a constant discussion. There needs to be a constant stream of complaints that the current version of items is boring. Because if we don't constantly complain, there's never gonna be a change made, and we're probably potentially go into an even worse state than we have. And this is one of the reasons why I keep this, or why I bring up this topic so much. It's like they've just crossed the line. They've crossed the, like we've reached the point where clicking Portable Forge isn't exciting anymore. And that clearly means something is wrong. You've made me skip Portable Forge in this set. You made me skip Living Forge in this set. The guy who spends every set making big, large artifact videos, chasing crazy rare combos. You made that guy not click artifact augments anymore.
Please, Lizard, you cannot copy perfection.
Any good games on his final stream? No. I'm just pretty much just ranting and trying stuff, but mentally I'm already vacation mode. You shouldn't expect any tubers anymore. I'm mentally in vacation mode. Yeah, it's like, what are these choices? At least we got indecision.
Nico, teach you a lesson.
Indecision, the best augment ever.
Legacy of the Bassani.
Gives you the chance of actually finding something useful. I'm actually still surprised that we've never gotten mythic items or something like this in TFT, considering League did it. I'm surprised that they've never done like, hey, if you combine a Ginzo with a Flicker Blade, you get this mythic Flicker Blade or whatever. I'm surprised we've never gotten that. Like the item system always just has been, you know, it's either 2 components into a completed item or you get a completed artifact, radiant support, whatever. Never beyond that. I don't think Indecision can move a stage 3 augment into stage 4 with LeBlanc, at least not that I'm aware of. If they can't manage regular artifacts. But okay, so like, why is it so bad if something is strong? You know, because like I mean, here's the dirty little secret, right? Stuff that is strong is stuff that is fun. That's just a straight up fact. You can have the craziest combo ever, but if you lose to everything, it's not fun. So for something to be fun, it kind of has to be strong. And if you remove stuff that is strong, it immediately becomes like this is like Eagles of Dusk and Dawn. If Eagles of Dusk and Dawn was like game-winning strong, then it's fun to chase. And if you get it and it does less than a Spirit Visage and a Stoneblade, you're like, why the fuck did I just chase this? So my point here is that it's okay for things to be strong, because strong things are fun.
Not Draven, Draven.
Last set it felt bad when an artifact would decide who would top 4. In this set, you could immediately tell what everybody is doing in stage 2. Like, how is it any different? I'm sorry, but... There were so many augments in this set where you immediately know how the game went. So many eco-opener augments, world runes. Like half the set, like everything in this set is decided in stage 2. And so many things were decided in augments. Like, how is this any better?
Today's the day I find that hero.
Yeah, I don't know. Ah, honestly. I just want to take my break. Guys, I'm done with the set. There's no more tubers. There is no more tubers. I just want to take my break at this point. Feierabend. I mean, we can still talk a little bit, but I just don't feel like playing anymore. I mean, it would be fun to... I could check what was my... I could go back to my PBE stream. And I made a to-do list at the very beginning. I can see how much of that to-do list we actually ended up getting. Although I think a lot of ideas just straight up weren't even possible. Was it? Maybe it was either this or this stream here. Okay, let's see. Where was... It was not this stream, so it must have been this one. Let's see. Must have been a document somewhere. Things I wanted to do. Ugh, can't find it. The only thing I remember was like triple Nesher Baron, and I never did that. Ugh. I mean, I feel like one big problem this set definitely had was the reroll part of the set was so bad. It's actually crazy how bad reroll was. Every tier 1 reroll was not viable except Sonar, right? I mean, Viego was tied to Hero Augment, Rumble was tied to Hero Augment, and Rumble was garbage for 90% of the set. Shen was... He was rolled in Aphelios, but you didn't really care. Like, whether or not you had Shen 3-star didn't matter. Kiana 3 was never a thing. Lulu 3 was never a thing. Kog'Maw was never a thing. Honestly, Jhin was always in the shadow of Yunara, so it always just made more sense to do Jhin 2 into Yunara. Eli was the same as Shen. Caitlyn 3 was never a thing outside of unlocking T-Hex and being the pilot for the mana region. Briar was never a thing. Blitz was never a thing. Anivia was never a thing. Aphelios was being played. Ashe had like a short time frame because of Tryndamere, but Ashe as a unit herself was just only relevant with Trynd. Echo had a very short time in the spotlight, but I feel like Echo sort of like dropped in and out of the meta even without significant nerfs. Rek'Sai had a really short time frame with Darkened Scythe being able to crit. That was the main reason why Rek'Sai was playable. Once they fixed that, it was gone. Timo and Trist are tied to Yordle, but it's whatever. TFI. Sin was tied to Zahen. Yasuo, honestly, Yasuo was pretty bad for most of the set, I think. Yes, Yasuo was struggling. Graves could never really break through. Oriana was just very shortly, she was completely overpowered, and then she immediately got gutted again. Poppy and Yorick are just tanks. Yeah, hero augments, like this is my probably one of my #1 complaints this set was hero augments were really bad this set. Like, I mean, I think they intentionally kept the hero augments low because of the unlock mechanic, but hero, like you can especially tell in silver augment openers 2-1. In the past, when you saw a silver opener, you're like, oh, I can get this hero augment, right? And nobody cared about the Illaoi hero augment, so it was mainly just get the Rumble hero augment, which was speed running to 8 most of the time. And that was it, right? Like 2 hero augments. So yeah, hero augments were definitely a big miss, or like intentionally kept low. On the tier 3 side, Ari, Mundo, Draven, GP. I mean, GP had a short stint. Jinx, Leona, Loris. Malz was completely tied to Double Trouble. Milio could never break through. With Vayne is weird because while people played Vayne 3-star, it often felt like you just level rush with Vayne 2 instead. And it almost felt like the same. Zoe could never break through. Gwen was horrible all around. LeBlanc could never break through. Like none of this, like you could occasionally find success by putting them as a 3-star, but like there was this, it never felt like something you could consistently do as a reroll. Because the set was so focused on the tier 4 and tier 5 side of things. Let's see. Ambessa, Belveth. I mean, there was the Slayer comp, obviously. Garen was always crazy tank. Lissandra had her time in the sun because of a bug. Freya Disruptor bug. But that was mainly Seraphine who carried the Lissandra. Misfortune was a huge pain. I really hope they don't reprint stuff like Misfortune. I hate her design. Like, this Misfortune design is really annoying. I prefer like the bullet time that can be stopped by the frontliners. That design is way more. I mean, I guess they don't want to reprint that over and over, but at least it's a lot more healthy that you can like, your frontline can actually tank the bullet time, where this version of Misfortune just bypasses everything. The short, oh yeah, right, we had the Diana had her short time in the sun. The BT Ginzo Titans Diana. I mean, they did manage to fix Kalista, so that's cool. Kalista was miserable to play in the beginning. Singed got gutted and never recovered. Yone was just way too tied to Yasuo 3 WinCon, which was too bad to play. Yeah, MF is like a AD Vigar, that's true. Annie is a strange one. I like the concept of the perma ult. Like, I like that concept, but I feel like Annie she felt very useless for most of the set. Azir as a unit had to be intentionally weak because of the unlocked stuff. I would have loved to, honestly, like, I feel like Shurima is a weird one because I would have liked to play more Nasus, more Renekton, and more Seraph. But I never could. Because it was always like, it was so difficult. The early Azir plus these stupid win cons. I was like, I just want to play these units. I don't even care that much about the trade. I was like, oh, this Renekton unit is fun. You know, the Seraph unit is really fun. Like, I wanted to play them, but I couldn't. I did not like this fiddle. This fiddle was like ulting too defensive for my taste. The gold standard for cool fiddle is still set 8, the threat fiddle. That one's way cooler. Kindred is a pretty good example of Riot's idea of a utility unit. which is that you have like this unit that has like an invincibility ultimate, and then it's like, oh yeah, but if she's itemized like Ginzo Whisper IE and she tops the damage charts. Nice utility unit, topping the damage charts. Lucian Senna was like kind of broken because of a Black Mist mechanic that nobody really paid attention towards. Yeah, but like AP, the problem is AP comms will always be garbage unless you have like unless you have like a tank that if you give Arcanist Emblem to the tank, your front line is like crazy stable. We had that with Taric in the past, like Arcanist Taric just stabilized super hard. Usually the sorcerer or mage traits, they always have a frontline problem. But that makes them, and they always have a horrible stage 2. It's pretty rare in the history of TFT to have like an AP line that is win streaking. Especially if you play something like 3 mages where your AP gets decreased. You get the double cast, but your AP gets decreased. These types of openers are just so hard to win with. Mel was certainly a unit. The only fun I had with Mel was putting her in the front line, which immediately got fixed. Aurelian, I will say I liked the old Aurelian more. I actually thought that the whole making Aurelian cast as much as possible was actually a better power fantasy in my opinion. So I think I preferred Aurelian pre-rework. Like I like the idea of just, okay, you know, you give him Shojin Ginzo, the goal is to make him cast as often as possible, and you play for the power fantasy of the black hole or something like that. I actually did enjoy that. I played Aurelian more before the rework than after the rework. Baron was Baron, Brock was Brock. Rise, the concept of Rise is definitely cool, but I feel like I never really, like I played a lot of Rise on the first half of the set, but then I kind of never played him again. I always felt like it was such a pain to get to Rise, and then he was a little bit underwhelming. I mean, maybe the change was that you could wait. Could you unlock Rise on 8 and then they made him to 9 later? Maybe that was the reason. Maybe that was the reason. I mean, Zahen is Zahen. Stupid Zahen unit, man. Concept of Silas was cool, but my god, this unlock condition was ridiculous. Selling the best tank in the game to get Silas, that was certainly a choice. Yeah. I also wish, like, I feel like on the emblem side of things, they could have made things more interesting. Like, the gold printing of the Vanquisher emblem was kind of fun, but like, for example, let's take the Bruiser emblem, okay? In set 15, the Bruiser emblem was awesome. It was like, oh, you gain flat HP for every kill. That was great. That was amazing. I would have loved that. Like, Bruiser emblem on the current Darius, man, whew. But this Bruiser trait that we got is like, oh, you get a little bit of magic damage and the radius is like, oh, I don't care. The idea, like, Arcanist emblem had a cool concept at least with gaining max mana back, but Arcanist as a trait was just in such a bad spot. It was ridiculously difficult to make use of the passive. And then the rest was just, I don't know, they just went with, let's give all the emblems crazy amount of stats to make them interesting, right? Like, the Yordle emblem being like an Infinity Force, Freyord emblem being like a Vamox. That's not what I play. That's not why I play emblems, right? I play emblems for stuff like the Arcanist emblem and the Vanquisher emblem. I felt we didn't have a lot there. I mean, there's technically Gunslinger emblem, but Even Gunslinger Emblem was struggling a lot to find good use cases. I mean, emblems are in a good spot. Well, they're not in a very interesting spot. There was not really a lot of combo pieces you had. Like in other, like set 14, we always had this chase with the Vanguard emblem on Mordekaiser to create a setup where you would like gain a ton of flat HP. Stuff like this. Yeah, the vertical side of this set was also a mess. Most comps didn't want to go vertical, which, you know, is a choice. I do remember, especially at the beginning of the set, I didn't even know what to call my YouTube videos. Like just the file name, you know, I usually try to say something like, hey, this was 3 Darkened Thresh Shadow Eye or whatever, right? Like there's just a file name for this is the core concept of this video. And I remember at the beginning of the set, I didn't know what to call the videos. I didn't know what to name them because I'm like, well, this is just Legendary Soup. This is also just Legendary Soup. It's like nothing is happening in these games except I'm playing really strong legendaries. And I was like, what the fuck? and this really ticked me off because usually it would be like, okay, I can, you know, like the concept could be, oh, I got this cool artifact combo, or oh, I played this vertical, or hey, I got this prismatic trait. But definitely remembered on that level 9 patch, I think it was the first live patch of set 16, I was like, I struggled coming up with video, just video names of the files. And that really messed me up mentally. That the comps that I played, they felt like they had no identity to them. And that's something that's really important to me. That's also something a lot of people don't understand is when I say I go down with the ship, which is I'd rather go down, or I'd rather get like a second place, but my comp has a stronger identity than to give up this identity and replace them with like a bunch of legendaries. Because I'd rather bring the identity home than try to win the lobby. This is just something that's important to me personally. Like, for example, Piltover is a pretty good example of, in a lot of cases, it's smarter to cut down to 2 or 4 Piltover and just throw in legendaries, right? But I tend to be stubborn. I'm just like, no, I want to do 6 Piltover, I want to do Echo Engine. Even though it's clearly worse. But yeah. I don't know. One thing I did notice about this set, I don't think I'm gonna remember much about this set. Like, if you ask me in 1 year about set 16, I'm not gonna be able to answer you much. It's like, I don't know. This set is just this set I'm gonna have a hard time remembering, I feel like. Cause well, one problem is actually because the champion pool was so big that everything has become much more of a blur. I will probably be able, oh yeah, right, this was the set with the T-Hex, you know, like the T-Hex is something that's definitely gonna be remembered. This is the T-Hex set where T-Hex was incredibly dominant. But most of the stuff, I feel like this is not a set where I had a lot of memories. It's like, even if you think about like what were the let's just say it like this, right? Like, what were the craziest tubers we had in the set? I mean, I could maybe go by view count. I could like maybe check which games had the highest views. We had like lifting competition did insane, 126k views on a lifting competition. Which it was a cool like lifting competition as an augment is cool because it's like a quest, right? It's like, oh, if you take this augment, you're put on a quest, and if you fulfill all the quest conditions, you get a big reward. So I like this. I definitely would like more of that. There was like a recombobulator game in 3.2 that did really well. One of my first Zahen games did well. World Runes with Rise. But I can already tell this is like... I just played Zahen. Or I just played World Runes. Or I got an early Aurelian. Or 3 Darken is useless. I played Viego. I got a Prismatic Yordle. Arcanist Aurelian was like an actual cook that did well. Then I played Dragon Guards. And then the funny thing is, if you compare it to like set 15 videos, set 15 videos are like, I got 8 Soul Fighter in 3-2, the fastest prismatic trade ever. Or, yeah, this one's from 13, I think. I played Frontmore, right? I played Kog'Maw in Frontline with Innovating Locket. That was a huge cook. What do we have here? That's like, I printed 80 gold with Golden Edge. That was a cool one. True Best in Slot Shaco, Spectral Cutlass, Luden's Prowler. That one was pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't know. It just felt like a lot of videos that I posted were very, like, they weren't really cooks. It was more like, hey, I played this augment, or hey, I got this prismatic trade, right? Those were, like, this is, I feel like, what most of my games were that I uploaded to YouTube. And it's like in set 15 and 14, you're gonna find a lot crazier stuff. You're gonna be like, hey, I put a trenchcoat Caitlyn in the front line, you know, or you did like, I don't know, I printed like 100 gold with this crazy Nara combo. It was definitely like, I feel like 15 and 14 had more memorable games. And this is what I mean with like, I'm not gonna remember 16 very well. I already know this because I'm already starting to forget about 16. Even though it's not over yet, but there just weren't really any cooks. Like you reached the Darkhold Aurelian, which is fine, I guess, but I've never actually managed to do a proper Arcanist and Invoker Seraph game. The coolest thing I did with T-Hex was probably just printing him early with Bard, but that was more of a Bard tech than anything. Coolest thing I've done with Mel was abuse a bug. Put her in the front line with 2 tank items and printed 4 Radiant items. I've never managed to have a Galio game that I was actually happy with. Outside of like maybe Galio 3-star. Yeah, like right now I'm like looking at all the legendaries. And there's like Mel and T-Hex. And that's pretty much it. There's like, and maybe like an 8 trade Rise. And this is what I mean, right? Like, I'm looking like at everything and it's like, I've never really cooked a lot in this set. Yeah, stuff like Singed, right? Like the Singed Exodia stuff. Even the Deep-Root Fizz Diana stuff weren't really big tubers. They were like a little bit fun to play, but they weren't like massive tubers or anything. So yeah, this is certainly why I'm not gonna remember this set all that much. But yeah, that is the end of set 16. We ended it on we started it with a Duma note and we ended it on a Duma note. Although to be fair, when I started set 16, I think I said something like I'm gonna quit the set after 1 month. I was like, I'm gonna quit the set in January. And then I'm like, no, okay, you know what? Whatever, let's just keep playing for now. And I made it all the way to the end of February. So I'm surprised I stuck around for this long. Yeah. Well, will set 17 be any better? The future will tell. I mean, listen, I've been You can ask anyone. I am always giga depressed in the playtest. you can ask anybody. It's like if you get me in a voice call during the playtest, I sound like my dog just died. You know, I was like, oh my god, this is the worst. I don't want to do this anymore. It's like I don't know. And it's like every time, and during my playtest games, I'm so depressed. I was like, oh my god, they removed this thing. And they removed this thing. It's so hard. I don't know why, but it's just so hard for me to be positive in a playtest. I end up like it's usually because they remove something, right? Like it's like every playtest is like, oh yeah, by the way, we removed what the forge. It's like, what, dude, what the fuck? And like the next playtest is like, oh yeah, we removed support items and half the interesting artifacts. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's just, this is what every playtest is like for me, right? It's like, oh, but at this point they probably removed so many things that nothing can shock me anymore. Yeah, there's nothing left to remove, right? Like the next playtest in set 17, I'm like, well, there's nothing to remove. You can't hurt me anymore. I mean, honest to God, like, what can they still remove? I mean, there's maybe a few more artifacts and maybe emblem effects. They could remove those, but outside of that, there really isn't anything. They've removed everything. They removed my prismatic orbs, my support items, my artifacts, my frontline mana strats. There just really isn't anything left for them to remove. Well, they can remove the duck bill. And they can be like, Disney gave us a copyright complaint, therefore we're gonna remove the goodest duck bill from the game. That would be one way they can hurt me. They can take my chibi. They can take my chibi. That's the one thing I still have going for me. But yeah, that's I mean, if they say they're not gonna do hero augments the next set, that's gonna be that one would hurt. That one actually would really hurt. No hero augments at 17. I'd be very sad if they do that. I mean, we know the Darken artifacts are gonna leave. That's like 4 artifacts gone. But I don't know. Is it like an artifact I still care about? I don't think so. Like Horizon Focus, maybe, but even that one is questionable. I don't think there's an artifact I care about anymore. Oh, they can remove the anti-heal from Mittens. That one would sting a bit. But I think that's it, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Remove the anti-heal from Mittens, maybe destroy Horizon Focus. That's probably the last few things I care about. I think tech update is at 18, not 17. Yeah, but there really isn't. I mean, and then for augments, let's see. Well, they're never gonna remove portable, but there's like, what do we have left on the artifacts? I don't care about sweet treats if I'm honest. It's just a prismatic portable for me. Forge and Strength and Living Forge would be 2 augments I care about. But outside of that, there really is nothing. They've really gutted everything to an extent where, well, maybe I'll be fine then. I'd be surprised if they manage to make me depressed in set 17 playtest. Yeah, I mean, Radiants are also very dead. But they've already done that, right? Like, Radiant's already kind of dead. So, yeah. Looks like there really is nothing left for them to cut for me to become depressed. The worst part is over. So I can be heavily motivated in set 17. But yeah, that's That's where we are. Also, my next first impressions video, I will never ever mention the word balance or polish ever again in a first impressions video. That's something I said to myself. Like, I will never say something like this is the most polished set to date, or this is this is gonna be the most balanced set. I will never use these words again in a first impressions video. It's pointless. It is truly just pointless mentioning this stuff. It just triggers people, and it's always a lie. So, what would I like to be added? Well, I'd like everything returned that they removed that I enjoyed. That meaning relevant artifacts, support items, interesting artifact augments like What the Forge, cool emblem effects. I mean, I feel like they've removed all my shenanigans. Like, looking at the games that I uploaded this set, there really wasn't much cooking going on. I tried hard to cook, but there really wasn't much. I mean, I'm surprised the artifact video was as long as it was, because I was really afraid that I couldn't even reach 8 minutes on the artifact video. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the one cool thing about unlocks was the early legendary. So one thing I did enjoy about the unlocks was the stage 3 Mel, stage 3 Galio, stage 3 T-Hex. I actually kind of like that. Especially like doing shenanigans with super early legendary. Funnily enough, all of this is getting removed, so but it's okay. They're gonna remove it after I leave, so it's fine. But I actually did enjoy finding like a Aurelian stage 3 and then sometimes even getting him to 2-star in stage 3, which is crazy. I really like those. That was probably the part about the unlock mechanic I liked the most. That if you really commit on it, that you could get an unlocked legendary in stage 3. But yeah, that's probably it. I feel like Shadow Isles as a concept was cool, but you know what's weird about Shadow Isles? Like every Shadow Isle game, it felt like the exact same when you unlock. It was always like, okay, the end of stage 2 is Gwen, the end of stage 3 is Callista, the end of stage 4 is Thresh. It was kind of weird that no matter what you did, you would never ever get a Thresh in like 4-3, for example. It was effectively impossible. So this is the part about Shadow Isles I ended up not liking as much. It felt very samey when you ended up playing it. Hopefully picture of a sad duck will have effect on the devs. Yeah, it's gonna put a smile on their face. But overall, I'm not gonna miss the unlocks, I think. I don't think I will miss it. Because see, the thing is like, some things that really annoyed me was like, Yordle player that itemized for Ziggs, they rushed 9 and they immediately got like this really powerful Ziggs 1-star to stabilize with. And they could never low roll it because they would get their Ziggs guaranteed. I did not like that at all. The fact that people could guarantee their stuff like this. So yeah, I think overall I'm okay with unlocks going. It's not a set mechanic I'm gonna remember that much. And the increased champion roster, considering how locked most units were, like how inaccessible so many of the unlockable units were. And sometimes you would be like, oh, I don't want to unlock LeBlanc because it's gonna dilute the pool when I want to go for Darius Draven. So in these cases, it actually felt often either annoying or non-existent. Yeah, this set was like, this set having a high roster didn't make it feel less narrow. It still felt like a very narrow set because, like, I guess like all the Bilchova stuff is completely tied away. I mean, the next patch is arguably helping with this, but that does, I don't care. Like, for me, the set is over. I don't care about unlocks becoming easy in the last 4 weeks of a set when I'm gone anyway. So I have to judge it based on how it was when I played it. And most stuff, either like a lot of unlocks were just an annoyance, like you wanted to avoid them to avoid diluting the pool, or they were just so inaccessible that they were never an option. Like Yone, for example. Yone was never an option in 99.9% of all games. Yeah, Veigar. There's a lot of unlocks that were really strange. Silas, Veigar, Yone. Even like stuff like Seraph, like wanting to play multiple Shuremans was so difficult. And so rare and unlikely. So yeah. We'll be curious to see what the next set mechanic will be. I think they mentioned something about Celestial Favors, so it's possible that we're gonna get like it could be something similar to our Shin's Ascent, right? Where you get like a selection of buffing your team. I would not be surprised if the set 7 mechanic is very reminiscent of our Shin's Ascent, if I had to take a guess. But yeah, that was set 16. It was alright. I mean, it was nice for viewers. We finally upgraded to 3D, so that was cool. Did you guys get used to this, by the way? I'm still gonna work on the model a bit. The eye tracking needs to be improved during the break. That's something I want to work on. But yeah. We made some stream upgrades. We got the classroom. We upgraded to 3D, so that was cool. And during the break, I will also work on adding more commands and more animations. Gonna try to add a point system for YouTube, so YouTube can do channel redeems as well. I don't even remember the 2D duck anymore. This set will be remembered for the 3D duck. But yeah, I'll continue to work on stream improvements. Lots of technical upgrades to do. But yeah, that means, guys, I'm gonna call it here. It is the end. I will be saying goodbye. We'll be returning for sure March 29th. Definitely will be returning there. This is gonna be, usually the way it goes is that it's on the final day of the World Championship where Riot drops a lot of info about set 17, etc. So this is the day I'm currently expecting to return. Hopefully with a lot of set 17 gameplay, so we can talk about it. And yeah, you should not expect to see or hear much from me in between this time. There's a chance I might do a short stream to do like a technical test, you know, like maybe I want to test some animations, or maybe I want to test like some redeems. So is it impossible? It's possible for me to return like for an hour or so to do some technical stuff, but outside of that, you should probably not expect to hear a lot from me within the next 4 weeks. You can still reach me on Discord if there's anything. But yeah, this was the final stream, or the final scheduled stream until March 29th, which means that Okay, I'm gonna, let's see, where is the wait, platform, Twitch, channel points. Okay, throw something. Okay, I'm gonna let's throw something even cheaper. Make it even cheaper. Thank you guys for joining for set 16. See you guys in a month. Bye bye.